Welcome to another video. Uh, if you're wondering why I said anime crossover at the very end of the last video, it was sheerly for the fact I don't forget what it was. But hi, today's shout out would be Sage Rain or Sage Art. I think it's Sage Rain. But Sage Rain and uh Cinema um Cinema give me a second. Cinema Therapist or something like that. Movie Therapy. I forgot which one it is. Both make one of them more like watching the movie and then breaking it down while watching the movie and like the morals and whatnot and taking it from like a third point of view, and one of them more like philosophical breakdown characters and whatnot. But they're both amazing YouTubers. Well, YouTubers, because one of them have two people on the same channel. But yeah. Today video, I want to talk about something that I didn't think about until yesterday. Cause watching funny enough, Sage Rain video about silent voice and whatnot, right? Also, weathering with you, but silent voice, and it got me thinking. Why is it that I don't like Bakugo, especially early season Bakugo, but just absolutely love um I literally just watching synopsis of it. I'm gonna say I, because I know his name begins with an I. Even though they both are beliefs of someone with a disability. Well, Deku doesn't really have an actual disability, but like being quirkless is treated like it's the worst thing in a disability, which it kind of is in their world, but still. But three and to be honest, I don't like Bakugo character into manga. I mean, like, we just started, like, yeah, I can roll with Bakugo because he chilled down a lot. He's still Bakugo, but he, like, chilled down a lot and actually thinking about, like, his past and whatnot, and realized, like, especially now, like, yeah, no, I wasn't just up, right? I'm seriously messed this up altogether, right? He realized, like, yeah, no, I seriously messed up, and I realized his problem. So that's why I like manga Bakugo more than I like anime Bakugo, but still. And I'm thinking about it, and I realized why. Now, this is gonna be spoiler warning for every series, and this point my channel should be called spoiler because I spoil everything without giving a spoiler warning. But yeah. So I'm gonna try to keep as little spoiler as possible, but you need to know the characters in order to understand. So, I, or MC of the Silent Voice, is a movie about particularly two characters. One of them was a bully, I, the main character, who was going to commit suicide because after he bullied this girl, I'm gonna call her N because I know her name begins with N, and also because I don't want to keep butchering characters' names because they are very Japanese. But yeah. But so he bullied this girl because she was deaf. And the anime and manga is kind of different. One of them was because he was getting bored and he wanted to have fun and also fit in. And so he was bullying her. And the other one is kind of the same, except they kind of reframed it to mainly being like, no, she was different. Like, even though other people were bullying her, it was mainly because he wanted to make, like, kind of fit in and be cool, but mainly because, like, he didn't understand her whatsoever and whatnot. Which, I haven't read the manga yet, so I just going based off a YouTube review of the manga and the difference between the manga and the anime. But, yeah. It's, could be different. But pretty much he tried to commit suicide in the really beginning of the movie, because he lost all his friends. He can't become friends. He can't look people in the eyes and whatnot because he's just so ashamed of what he did. And sorry about that noise. And just can't trust pretty much anyone, especially like especially if they hear what he did. Can't trust him or whatnot, and just ashamed of what he did. And also because now Of course, there was little kids, even though they don't seem to have any remorse whatsoever. Especially the main four, who, funny enough, can be easily described as the most annoying character, if not one of the most annoying characters in the movie. Um, I could use a different word, but I'd rather not. And minority, because they are in majority of the movie, like barely in there. But blondie, blonde boy, and black me, not black, because he has black hair. I meant to say fat boy because, well, he's fat. But yeah. So these people just completely throw him. Pretty much all his friends do, but especially these people completely throw him under the bus, even though they participate in the bullying, and the two boys encourage the bullying, and even the girl kind of encouraged the bullying, and kind of like now all of them kind of did, but the girl, annoying for the sake of this video, definitely was doing this and was kind of messing with anyone who kind of tried to become a friend. Even as the movie go on and we reintroduce her, she does the same thing. So yeah. But he tried becomes me. He realized that he made a mistake. And at first, he tried to become friends with her for peace of mind. Later on, he tried. He generally, wanted to become friends with her. He even saved her from committing suicide and whatnot. And he also like had big fallout where he became even closer with, well, not his friends, but with the uh and her sister and her mom. Also, even though it's if you think about it, really tragic. There's a funny moment in the movie, in the beginning of the movie, where his mom accidentally burned money that he gave back to her, which was like his entire savings and whatnot, before he killed, like, was gonna kill himself and whatnot. But still, but altogether, he to summarize the character and whatnot, he go from being a bully to, for like not that long, like I think it was a year or two of her being bullied before she was just dropped out of the school and whatnot, right? So you go from being a bully for a year or two, realizing his mistake, to wanting to repay everybody for it, mainly for peace of mind, but still, definitely realizing his mistakes and understanding, like, yeah, no, I can't hide from this anymore. I need to look it in the eye and own up to my mistakes and whatnot. Then, well, this is very later in the movie, not like the own up to the mistakes, but like looking at his mistakes in the eye later in the movie, to actually looking people in the eye and becoming great friends with people and understanding, yeah, just because I did something wrong in my past does not mean I'm, evil like he presume he is. He takes everyone blame instead of, taking and dishing it out evenly and whatnot. Especially since, all his friends did blame him once again. He take it all in. Well, besides one person, there are like two people that he becomes friends with later in the movie that aren't a part of the original friend group. Uh, so yeah, but take, well, three people if you include the sister. But he takes all that and look people in the eye and whatnot and move on with his life. Try and help out the other person and with like, I help you out and you can help me out. We can become better people together and like a friendship. Versus Bakugo, I dang, my segment on this was super long. Sorry. Bakugo, as I mentioned before, probably gave him numerous death threats. Or if I did, I don't know. Post that video. Gave Deku probably numerous death threats. Bullied him for roughly, 10 years, tried to kill him multiple times in UA and outside of UA, constantly picking fights with him and yelling at him, bullying him along with everyone else, and portrayed him because, they were supposed to be friends, and, he was a butt. But also, he kind of was a butt even before the guy court, like, was announced court, let's be more specific, but definitely after the guy court. And he didn't think about anything he did was wrong or whatnot, right? He didn't reconsider himself or anything like that. He didn't try to make up, become actual friends with him until season 3. And actually, I wouldn't even say season 3. Because you think about it, they had that fight in season 3. But that wasn't like, oh, to, even though it was partially to like exhale all their emotions or whatnot through fighting, which is apparently the only thing Bakugo know how to do. But it was mainly to get away from most of Bakugo guilt that he felt, mainly about All Might. So, yeah, if you think about it, he doesn't really start this character development until season 4 and 5, which he can't really. Actually, I wouldn't even say season 4, because I don't think Bakugo ended for most of season 4. Like, he just doesn't matter in season 4. So, really, season 5 is where we actually get, like, his character development. But he doesn't apologize for anything like the main character from Silent Boys. He doesn't do any of that until manga. And also his personality is yelling at everybody all the time, which I know there are other characters who do that too, but you know, they aren't as annoying. Like take for instance Asta, right? You call him annoying because he's yelling all the time, but yet people like Bakugo, which I don't understand. But he doesn't really try to apologize for what he did or anything like that, and just continue to be a butt for the entire series. So I know that some things that's just his personality, but other times just like really like I know that you can't really say that trying to kill Deku during the joint training doesn't really matter because everyone else pretty much do that all the time when they right. But there's a difference, in my opinion, in between saying Bakugo should have been a spell or trying to kill Midoriya and comparing it to like other stuff in UA. Sure, that does kind of happen a lot, especially with All Might and Bakugo. Jesus Christ. All Might should have died. I mean, Bakugo and Deku should have died during that fight, but you know. But you ignore that, right? Majority of the time when characters look like they're trying to kill each other, you can reverse it, right? Like, I think the only time that there was like, no, like, you could probably never reverse this damage if that would have actually landed would be Todoroki fight with Tetsu Tetsu, because if he's made out of metal in that form, it is reasonable to believe that if he did melt him, that he would be dead. But like besides that, majority of the time, the character is actually unreversible. Even with that mushroom girl, she could have waited until they pass out and then reverse it. Bakugo tried to kill him, which could have blown the entire building, but also tried to kill him without any ways of reversing it. Once when someone dead, you can't bring them back to life. And also, I'm not 100% sure if Bakugo at this point knew, like, I'm not gonna say no one knew about Recovery Girl, but I don't think it was really that big. He sure doesn't understand her force and her powers. Because if he did, then even if he, sorry for all the noise, someone using a blow dryer again, up, we're about to rank someone else. I'm gonna press pause. But like, he sure doesn't like. Even if he did realize that, like, oh, even if I don't kill him, uh, with this hit, you know, he still exhausted, meaning that, oh, like, even if she did try to recover from him, he would still die because of exhaustion and whatnot, and she wouldn't be able to fully recover. Didn't think about that, did he? And also, another problem is another reason why I think that I like him less than I is because or the main character from Silent Voice, once again, actually had consequences mentally for his actions. Bakugo pretty much had none, and all his reasoning for bullying Deku kind of makes zero sense. Sure, the Quirkless thing, I mean, yeah, okay. But being insecure because someone tried to help you, being insecure in general, what the heck? And because my time is up, bye. But pretty much everything I want to. The main fact that like Bakugo just doesn't have that much drawback to bullying Deku into like the manga. Unlike the main character from Silent Voice. Bye.